January babies, we did it. Our boycott, our voices were heard. The Holo Taco boycott is officially canceled. Hey friends, it's Nicole. Welcome back to the channel. I am super excited to share with you all the newest release from Holo Taco. This is their Declassified Part 2 collection. The Declassified 2 collection features 4 shades that were previously rejected from previous collections. All 4 of these polishes are available right now on the Holo Taco website. And I do want to say thank you very much, Holo Taco, for the official apology. If you missed my review for the Holo Taco Birthstone release, myself and a lot of January babies were very upset with the polish that we received for our January polish. On the negative side, I feel personally victimized by Holo Taco, and I'm genuinely very upset. The January polish Gosh Garnet in the Birthstone collection was the only one in a 12-piece release that did not have any kind of sparkle or flake or just something in it. It was just shimmer, and I was incredibly disappointed by that polish. So I am very excited that the official information they got here from Holo Taco for their polish Misfire, they apologized to January babies. January babies, we did it. Our boycott, our voices were heard. We got sparkle, baby. We got sparkle.
We did this. Doesn't matter what anybody says. They can say it's disrespectful. They can say it's this and that and that. Everybody's within the rules. Everybody's doing their thing. All we are is proud and passionate.
All the polishes featured in today's video were sent to me by Holo Taco in gifted PR. This video is not sponsored, but thank you very much to Holo Taco for gifting me these polishes. And as per usual, all thoughts, opinions, boycotts, that's just me. It's just me. As per usual, down in the description box, links to where you can pick these polishes up, links to the brand's social media pages, my social media pages, and of course, timestamps as well. And as always, I'll save all of my thoughts and feelings and opinions and nonsense for the end of the video. I do want to say, if you are new to my channel or you are a returning viewer and you have not yet hit subscribe, I would greatly appreciate it. I am trying to get to 10,000 subscribers on this channel. So like, if you enjoy the nonsense, please hit subscribe. Please. And thank you to everyone who has already hit subscribe. Now let's get into this video. So I don't have the official brand's descriptions for any of these shades. We're just gonna be going off base of what I was seeing in person. To my eye, this is a very grayed out purple base with a strong pink shimmer. Camera Shy was originally supposed to be in the Underglow collection. Admittedly, because I did not really care for the formulas in the Underglow collection, I went into swatching this one.
I'm so scared right now.
With a little bit of trepidation. The formula overall was not too bad. It was pretty uneven on that first coat, which again, I was a little bit concerned about, but I did find it built up decently for me in 2 coats. I will, however, call this one a 2 to 3 coater, depending on personal preference. As you can see here from my full hand swatch, I definitely have some visible nail line going on, and I think the 3rd coat probably would lessen that a little bit, but based on the other polishes from that release, I would caution to say I don't think this one's going to be able to reach full opacity even in 3 coats. Did not experience the same level of patchy and unevenness with Camera Shy that I did with the polishes in the Underglow collection. To my eye, this one did not have any color shifts, unfortunately, but it still is a really pretty and strong glowy shimmer. So that is Camera Shy in 2 coats plus glossy top coat. Super easy removal, and I had no issues with staining. And next up is Glazed Over. I would describe Glazed Over as a sheer white base with a really strong orange to yellow with green at extreme angles shifty shimmer. Admittedly, I am not a huge fan of when Holo Taco does these kind of sheer white shades. I generally find application to be kind of finicky, and I'm not a huge fan of them. I would say that this is definitely an improvement over Swan Song. This polish was originally supposed to be released in the Underglow collection. However, I did still find application to be rather finicky. I had to be very, very careful in application. I would definitely recommend applying this one with as few brush strokes as humanly possible. This polish does not do well with over manipulation. If you applied a coat on and found that you have a couple of dark spots on the nail, don't try to fix them, you will just make it worse. Let the layer dry down and add another coat. How evenly this one applies is going to depend very strongly on your application style. I absolutely love how strong and glowy the shimmer is in this polish. Like, it's absolutely stunning. I just hate how finicky shades like this are. Find across the board for all brands, whenever a brand has a sheer white shade with like shimmer, it just always comes out very uneven, which is why I don't generally like shades like this. Full hand swatches show Glazed Over in 3 coats plus glossy top coat. I could still see see a couple of dark spots after 3 coats. I had one spot on my middle finger in the corner that was really bothering me. So that is 3 coats of Glazed Over plus glossy top coat. Removal is going to be very easy for this one, but the shimmer will make things a bit more messy. Here is a little side-by-side comparison of all 3 of Holo Taco's sheer white shades with shimmer. I would not classify any of these shades as dupes. I don't know why, but I'm also very surprised that all 3 shades all came out this year. Out of the 3 shades, I would still say Glazed Over appeals to me the most, but I also recognize that's because the shimmer is vaguely golden, and then also because it is color shifty. I am, however, very curious on what you think on the similarity between these 3 shades. Are they too similar? Can you not see any differences at all? Let me know. I'm kind of curious. This next shade is called Going Solo. It is a black jelly base with a strong blue to purple shifting shimmer, as well as a hollow flake. Going Solo was originally part of the Rock Candy collection. Going Solo had a really good formula. This one was a bit on the thicker side. I did not personally need to add any thinner to it, but I feel like it was just skirting the line of needing thinner. Similar to some of the other polishes in the Rock Candy collection, the shimmer in here is not the star of the show. It's very much kind of an underglow. The hollow flake flakies are really the star of the show in this polish. The shimmer is still very strong and very glowy, and it has a blue to purple kind of color shift, but the predominant color that you see is going to be blue. I found the flakies to give a lot of holographic sparkle. They do not dry down textured like say a glitter would, but you definitely still will want glossy top coat just to make sure everything is nice and smooth and glossy. This is one shade that I definitely can see why they did not add it to the original collection. I feel like this would be just way too dark for a collection that's kind of like a rainbow. Going solo is not going to be overly difficult to remove. The flakies will make things very messy, but it won't be difficult to remove like a glitter. Just because it's going to be incredibly messy, I still would recommend the soak off method or a peel off base coat if you have one. Could have sworn that I swatched something really similar to this by Bee's Knees Lacquer sometime recently. I went through my swatch photos. I can't find anything that's like a spot on dupe for this. If anyone knows what I'm thinking of, please let me know because it's really bothering me. Last and certainly not least, we have Miss Fire. This is the shade we were supposed to get for January in the Birthstones collection. I would describe this as a deep red / burgundy base with red metallic flakes and what I think are silver holographic micro glitter. Based on the shape of the holographic, I'm assuming that these are micro glitter. I don't think they're flakies. Miss Fire had a really good formula. This is another shade that was definitely on the thicker side. I did not experience any issues with application, but I could foresee a world in which people add thinner to this one. I would affectionately describe the thickness level as glitter thick. I really love how sparkly this polish is. Like, it's so damn pretty. This is what we deserve, January babies. This is what we deserved. So while I was swatching the shade, a hawk came and decided it was going to try to eat my chicken. So this is the natural light shot that I got with my phone. Thankfully, no chickens were harmed or eaten, but I did end up spending some time outside with the dog trying to make sure that the hawk was like gone for good and not just waiting for us to leave. Because this was on the thicker side, I only needed 2 coats to reach full opacity. However, Miss Fire dries down very flat and also very textured, so you will definitely want top coat to smooth everything out. I would actually recommend going for at least 2 coats of top coat to smooth everything out. The glitters in here are pretty thirsty, so that first layer of top coat is going to go sucked right up. Do not scrub off this nail polish. It's going to be very difficult to remove if you opt to go that way. Definitely use the soak off method or a peel off base coat. Alrighty, so final thoughts. Overall, I thought this was a really fun release. I really like that Holo Taco does this with some of their rejected polishes, because if you've ever watched Christine's live streams, that's the owner of the brand, by the way, she shares the sheer number of prototypes that she has for the brand, and I feel like myself and other fans of Holo Taco see all of those prototypes of things that we don't have and collectively drool and say, please release all of them, we want all of them. So I really like this kind of release where they release things that were previously rejected from other collections. I feel like all 4 of these shades also look cohesively well together as well. I really like the amount of sparkle and shine in this release. I also really like that these shimmers are more color shifty. That's my personal preference for shimmers. For whatever reason, I feel like Holo Taco's white polishes, I seem to really struggle with really loving them. I just feel like even when built up in 3 coats, I just consistently can never get them to be fully smoothed out and like with no dark spots. And I also recognize that white polishes are some of the hardest polishes to formulate. And I also do want to preface and say that I also recognize the unevenness in a sheer white is not a Holo Taco specific issue. This is like one of the reasons why I don't like those kind of polishes, because I find across all brands, it's really, 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 really hard to get a white polish not have any kind of dark spots. And it's just an unfortunate thing with white polishes, which is why my preferred preference in white polishes will always be white glitter crellies. And obviously my top picks from this release are going to be Misfire and Going Solo. I will always, always, always pick the sparkly things from favorites for releases. Stormy has joined us. If you are new to the brand, Holo Taco is a US-based boutique brand. Their polishes are in 12 ml bottles. They are 10-free, cruelty-free, as well as being vegan friendly. As far as pricing and sale information goes, the Declassified 2 collection is available right now on the Holo Taco website. Holo Taco polishes are generally priced between $13 and $15. I would anticipate these ones are going to be between $14 to $15. Currently, Holo Taco is also celebrating their 12 days of Christmas. Part of their 12 days of Christmas offers, they are bringing back some polishes, and I do want to mention, if you missed out on any of the shades from the Birthstone collection from a few months ago, they will be re-releasing those polishes on the 7th day of their 12 days of Christmas. I'm currently recording this on day 4 of their 12 days of Christmas, and they just brought back the polishes Cool Cat Mom and Toe Beans. I'll pop pictures here because I'm pretty sure I've got pictures of both of those. And because this got me previously when they brought back Existential Crisis, I do want to mention, just to calm folks down for the FOMO, when they bring polishes back for the 12 days of Christmas, it's not like a single batch release. They're not going to be limited edition shades. They are brought back part of the lineup. When they brought back Existential Crisis, I panic bought 2 bottles because I was scared to never get it again. In theory, these should be safe for the next year or so. So don't stress out if you can't afford them right now. They're not exclusive to the 12 days of Christmas. And when they restock the Birthstones collection, after this restock, the most popular shades are going to get restocked again, but not everything will be restocked after this one. So I would consider the Birthstone restock to be more of a limited edition thing. Hopefully they don't sell out as quickly as they did last time, because that was horrible. In another part of the Holo Taco 12 Days of Christmas, they also released this little Holo Taco notebook. Here is what it looks like. And then we've got the lined closer. On top it says, "Your day isn't boring anymore." And then it has parts on the opposite page where you can put in the date, as well as what you're currently wearing on your nails. I would love to know what everyone else thought of this release. Are you planning on picking it up? Have you already picked it up? You know the drill. Let me know all of your thoughts and feelings. Before we end today's video, I want to give a very special shout out to my channel members, Shenanigang, Stormy fans, your names of course all on the screen right now. If you would like to sign up for my channel memberships, there is a link for that in the description box, but please do not feel pressured to do so. Just as always, like the video, comment, share, subscribe, and you know, we are good over here. And again, if you have not yet subscribed to the channel, please feel free to do so. It's free. And if you like seeing my face or my cat's face here on the YouTubes, I also have a second channel where I post all of my non-nail polish nonsense. It is just called Nicole Danielson, which is my name in case you didn't catch that. I am also trying to get to 1,000 subscribers over on that channel. So, you know, again, if you like seeing me, you like seeing my cat, subscribe to both channels, please. Seriously, please help a girl out. So just thank you all for joining me for today's video. Hope you enjoyed it. Have a wonderful weekend, folks, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Also, I got a new microphone. If you're wondering what this little dot right here is, that's the new microphone. I don't have something on my shirt. I'm a little concerned that people are gonna think that I have something on my shirt, so I'm just gonna keep pointing it out in videos because I can.